Hello and welcome to the Damn Good Podcast. This show is going to take you for a ride. We're going to go through what's going on in my life while it happens. We're going to talk about mindset, fitness, business, strategy, and tactics. Big question, what do I need to do today to get better tomorrow? Hey, I'm Dillon Mitchell, and this is a Damn Good Podcast. Welcome to another episode of the Damn Good Podcast. This episode is coming live from my car. I'm sitting in the parking lot outside the gym, and the reason I had to join a gym is because the smoke is so bad. If you're on video, you can kind of see it out here. I can't point in video, but like right there, it's pretty bad. That's all smoke. Usually you could see for a ways, but or at least blue skies because we're in California, but that is not the case right now. So anyway, join the gym. I just did 14 miles, roughly, like 13.98 on the treadmill over the last 2 and something hours. So knocked out 17 today, and man, I'm tired. And this is really a mental game. So for these, and especially on the treadmill, like I can't get in my own world. It's something I need to improve on, something I need to work on. And right now, my ears won't clear. Right now, I'm just trying to get through it. Right now, I'm trying to get just through the month and improve. My knees hurt, legs are a little sore. Breathing is totally fine. Like my cardio system is good. Just legs are sore, and I've been rolling now in the evenings to try to help knock this out. But one of the things that I've been doing on the treadmill or that I did today, like I talked about on my blog, was that like I'm using music to kick me into another gear, to find that kind of trigger point or a trigger from a good song to like boost my mood so that I'm able to get to that next place, right? To run with ease and freedom and not dragging. And it's really all in your head, right? Like I'll start dancing when a good song comes on, and just a much better mood than I would be otherwise. But today I was on the treadmill, and I started watching Kobra Kai. So if you ever watch Karate Kid, I watched a ton growing up. It's from the 80s, about a guy who moves from Jersey to California, and his arch rival's this other guy, but now they're grown up 30 years later. Same characters too, so they brought those guys out of retirement or whatever else they were doing. They kind of have kept the Karate Kid thing because, they were kids when they did it. That was their first big claim to fame, and it became a big movie and a cult hit. And so their same characters are back, which is pretty cool. And then kind of teachers, some kind of like they've done with Rocky and a few other shows. So it's pretty neat to see, to watch. And one of the things that like I'm taking from the show is there's a lot of guys that live in their past, right? They lived 30 years ago. They can't get over their traumas or whatever that might have happened to them. I can't relate, really. Like I never had anything like that bad happen to me to where I'm like reliving that childhood trauma or whatever. It's just not part of me. It's not who I am. None of that. So for me, I'm like, I can't relate to that. But I see this in the show where these guys are living back in their past from, their dad's not being there, or a bad dad, or abusive relationship or whatever. And I've just gotten to the point where, you live forward, you live for the present and the future, right? You do the things you need to do today to get to where you want to go tomorrow. And that's the whole point of this show, is do the things you need to do today to get better tomorrow. And in that, like, these guys just keep making the same mistakes. And I get there's a lot of, it's for TV drama and all that kind of stuff. But you see this all the time with people that They make the same dumb mistakes. They're living in the same loop. They're living in the same thing that you just can't get over. And to me, like, I don't get it. And you just got to move on. But it's really interesting watching the show, watching the same mistakes that they make, and you can learn from it. You can grow and evolve and change from watching stuff like this. but taking the lessons from it and applying it, you know, like, so Kobra Kai is strike first, you know, have no mercy, or strike first, strike hard, no mercy, right? And like, you can strike first, you can strike hard, show no mercy, but there's always a context to that, right? There's always a context, and Miyagi is in balance and, you know, peace. And there's a time for that too. And if you combine the two schools and two thoughts, you'd have a much more balanced person, right? Somebody with power and grace, and that could strike hard, but could also contain the beast. So, I don't know. I've talked to some friends, you know, they don't watch TV. Some do. I do watch TV. I get ideas from it. I get thoughts. I think a little deeper on the show, on what it's trying to teach us, or the messages they're trying to get through. And right now I'm in like a conundrum too, or not a conundrum, but reevaluating like my content, where I am and where I want to go, and or maybe not where I want to go, but how I want to convey my message for Cowabunga Studios, and just the value ladder that I'm wanting to give. And I'm going through some changes right now, because what I'm doing, like, I don't feel good about yet. I still need to complete my power list. So like, I did some outreach today, so I fulfilled that, but like, I'm looking to, I think, change how I'm doing this, change to where, you know, I'm maybe producing a little more video content, releasing stuff on a more regular basis. And that's going to be kind of a different flavor for me. So anyway, I'm going to change how I start to do stuff, start talking about it. Just a little more reflective today, and continuing to just push and do my thing. So anyway, guys, a little longer podcast today, but that's what you get. So anyway, we'll talk to you tomorrow.